Good afternoon. Here are your headlines today. A young Portsmouth man has died in a landmine accident in Raqqa. Google is being sued for unlawfully taking data from over 5 million iPhone users from 2011 to 2012. And medical watchdogs reveal the dangers of buying diet pills online after 32% admit to purchases. Good afternoon, I'm Cameron Reid and here's your news at 3:45. Prime Minister Theresa May says that Donald Trump was wrong to retweet posts from the far-right group Britain First. Despite calls for Trump's state visit to be cancelled, the Prime Minister rejects the idea, instead focusing on maintaining a strong relationship between the nations. Critics have accused Trump of fueling hate, with the widow of former MP Joe Cox saying that the president is trying to legitimise Islamophobic group. Aham Zaido from the ISOC Society explains that the negative effects these tweets can have. A 4-year-old man.
Gay, crippled boy. There is no evidence in that video stating that he is Muslim, and I find that quite appalling, the fact that she labelled him as a Muslim, and that just ruins the image of Islam. Islam is all about peace.
A 24-year-old man from Portsmouth has been killed in Syria. Oliver Hall had joined Kurdish groups to fight against Islamic State, but was killed clearing mines in the former terrorist stronghold of Raqqa. Our specialist reporter, Michael Grant, has more. So, Michael, who was Oliver Hall?
Well, in simple terms, Oliver Hall was, just a normal young man. He had no prior military training, but what he did have was a very strong desire to prevent evil. He's been described by other British fighters as a lovely lad who wanted to stop ISIS. And in many ways, he sort of achieved that back in October when Raqqa was taken back from IS. Unfortunately, although they were driven out, they did leave landmines behind, and that's ultimately what killed him on the 25th of November. He's the 7th fighter to be killed fighting against Islamic State, and the 4th since July when the operation to liberate Raqqa began.
So who was he fighting for exactly?
He was fighting for the YPG, which is a sort of Kurdish militia of sorts. They're not recognised by the British government and they're quite radical. This causes a sort of a legal problem in some ways, as when these people come back, do they get treated like heroes? Some of them have actually been arrested for terrorism offences because this is a very radical and not necessarily legitimate group. The Foreign Office line is simple. Nobody should be travelling to Syria for any reasons whatsoever. It can be dangerous and it can also, of course, be illegal. For now, though, his family have said that they want the media to, stay away and leave them alone while they attempt to process the tragic loss of their son.
Thank you, Michael. New figures shows net migration is estimated to have fallen by nearly a third to just over 200,000. The figure is still short of the Conservatives' target to reduce net migration to the tens of thousands. Over the last year, 572,000 people have arrived in the UK and 342,000 have emigrated. Google is being taken to court following accusations suggesting that they unlawfully collected personal data from 5.4 million UK users. The group which has taken the company to court, Google You Owe Us, claimed that data was stolen from people who had an iPhone between 2011 and 2012. Google allegedly bypassed privacy settings and placed ad tracking cookie software on the Safari browser. If Google You Owe Us are successful with their case, those affected could receive up to £200 in compensation each. Google have said they will contest the case. The case is expected to be heard in spring 2018. Those trying to lose weight quickly are posing a risk to their health after buying diet pills online. Seen as a quick fix, fat-burning pills are popular across the UK, with 1 in 3 slimmers saying they have tried them. Some even contain banned substances. Side effects range from heart problems to blurred vision, with experts saying supplements shouldn't be taken until after a consultation with their GP. Personal trainer Alex McFarlane says there are safer alternatives for those wanting to lose weight.
It depends on your goals really. If you're trying to gain muscle mass and strength, obviously you'd go with like whey protein and stuff like that. But being fit is more through diet and exercise than anything else. There's no shortcut. These pills, I mean, as much as they do aid a little bit, you're better off just, like exercising and having a solid diet.
Each year, more than 8 million people in the UK are affected by migraines. However, a new pill offers sufferers a way out. The New England Journal of Medicine reported that erinumab could reduce the impact of migraines by 50%. This was welcomed by sufferers who hope the findings will end their discomfort. We asked how the drug will impact your lives.
Be very helpful. There's a lot of times on Sundays where I need to play a football match and my head's just rocking, I can't get on the pitch. If I try to play or anything, my head will go.
If they'd had it years ago, it would have stopped me having weekends in bed where I was so ill.
This drug will help my migraines because I find it so hard and stressful to focus in lectures. It's affected my education really bad.
When I get a migraine, I'm in bed, I can't do normal day-to-days, and I think the drug will benefit me as I'm a single mum.
It should make a huge difference because I don't think people realise how
Southampton has just welcomed its first ever blow-dry salon. With this concept being very popular in London, Blown is the first salon in the city to bring simple treatments of washing and styling at a cheaper rate than regular hairdressers. Located in Shirley, this new local business is focusing on using local products and providing a relaxing experience.
Now for people that want styling done, I think things like Instagram and Facebook have massively influenced that. I think the standard of what people want their hair like and beauty treatments like eyebrows, eyelashes, everything like that, it's changed so much and people are far more aware and a little bit more savvy on what is good and what isn't, and the standards are just higher. So that's where there's a market for people like us to come in and provide that higher standard, because even I can't get my hair the way I want it a lot of the time. So
That's all from us for today. You can find all our stories and more online. Head to solentjournalism.co.uk and have a great evening.